Hello and welcome once again to Stampin' with Glittermum. Thank you very much as always for joining me. Today I am going to show you how to make this really cute gift box. It's a box for notelets actually, and it's a pizza box style opening. This is a really simple box to make. And then we've also got a little set of notelets that I'm going to talk you through making one of those as well. Whoop. So there we are. I'm going to pop that to one side. So I'm going to start with the box. And for the, I shall start with my dimensions actually. So here are the dimensions for the box. So you need a piece of cardstock that's 11 inches by 6 inches. The great thing about this is that if you had 12 by 12 paper, you could actually get 2 boxes out of it. So then I'm going to score on the long edge at 1, 5, 6 and 10 inches and score the short edge at 1 and 5. And then I've used a square of DSP for the top, that's 3 3/4 square, and then I've got DSP for the sides, which is 3/4 of an inch wide and 3 3/4 inches long. So this will make a box where the middle part, the actual box, this is a 4-inch square box. Righty ho, so I'm going to do my scoring. There we are. So on my scoreboard, I don't need a metric plate. Okay, so this is scoring up, make sure you can see it actually, there you are, scoring at 1 inch, 5 inches, whoop, camera's going, 5, 6 and 10, and then on the other side I'm going to do 1 and 5. So you can see from here, so this is the 4-inch square and the depth of this box is going to be 1 inch. Oh, crash bang. Okay, so then I just take my scissors and I'm going to cut down or up all of these verticals. Yep. And then the same on the other side. Right, I did get a bone folder out so it was handy, but can't see it momentarily, so I'm just going to fold them all with my fingers. You can already see just in the folding how this box comes together. Okay, so then I'm going to attach my adhesive onto the flaps here, and that's going to make the tray here. So I'm going to use my fast fuse for this. Fast fuse is great for boxes because it's so strong. One section. And if you get a bit stuck with the fuse not coming off, you just give it a sharp tick or tug to the side and it breaks off really easily then. So I'm going to want that flap there. So I'm going to put some glue on these two. On there. And there. Apologies. Knocked the camera again. That one. And that one. There you go. This is really the easiest box you can imagine. And then all I need to do is these two corners here for my lid. actually try and stick it in the right place. Okay, and literally there you have it, one cool little pizza box. So then I'm going to attach my DSP to the top. There you are, nice and central there. And then I'm just going to do the same with my little strips of DSP here and try and make sure they're all up the same way. Okay, so they just go on each side, just like that. Two. Side three. And there we have side four. So I also made some little banners to go on here. So I used the banner punch, or triple banner punch to give it its full name. Actually, it does a lot more than 3. You can do any width in here, really. There's those ones. There you are. So those are my banners there. So now it's time for a little bit of stamping. So I've got some of the stamps from, here it is, Perfectly Wrapped. So this coordinates with one of the kits in the annual catalogue, but really handy little, you know, a little gift for you. So that's what I'm going to use today. So the first thing I need to do is find a piece of white card. I'll use this one. So I am stamping in Delightful Dijon in this case. So I'm going to drop it. I'm going to do the circle first. There you are. And then sometimes with photopolymer stamps, you can, you know, if you're putting all the words together, you can put them all on one block at the same time. They won't quite fit in the circle on this one, so I'm going to do these ones separately. I will try and get the message the right way up. When I was practicing, I had for you at the top. It was a little foolish. So I've got a little gift. And this is the joy of photopolymer, isn't it? That you can just see what you were doing without having to worry about lining things up. There you are, a little gift for you. And then I'm going to take my 2-inch punch and just, there you are, cut that out. So then it's just a question of putting these all together. So I'm going to stick my banners on. Oh, I'm a bit cack-handed there. There you are. Oh, forgot my tick. Still drawing done. There's my sentiment. And yay. I've got some dimensionals here. Hang on, Nick. Make sure it's the right way up. Hey, nearly. Nearly put it completely up the wrong way. There you are. So there's my box already. Just going to put those stamps away, otherwise I should be scrabbling around for them later. So I'm going to move on to the little note cards that went in the box. Just realised, look. I'm a terrible YouTuber. Keep forgetting to tell you who I am. Okay, so yeah, so for these note cards, I've used the Paisleys and Posies stamp set. And although I'm just going to do one for you now, what I did, I had all 4 of my bits of white card out at the same time, and I stamped them all at the same time. So I did all of my, you know, Cajun craze stamping on each one. So they're similar but not the same. I think one of them, that one there, the spacing is a little bit different. So yeah, I did all 4 at once, which saved me sort of doing lots of toing and froing with the stamps and things. So for dimensions, I've got some dimensions here for the cards. So because I've got a 4-inch square box, I needed my cards to be slightly smaller than that. So they're 3 3/4 by 7.5. So it's a 3 3/4 inch square card. On the white, it's 3.5-inch square, and not sure if you can see, but they've all got a layer of vellum on the top. So the vellum is 3 3/4 inches as well. Then I've got a little white banner on the front, which is 3/4 inches wide. So how did I do this? So there's lots and lots of stamping on this, and the colours I've used, I've taken from the matching DSP. So we've got Mint Macaron, Cajun Craze, Delightful Dijon, and Night of Navy. So I'm going to put them all at the top there. And I am going to start with my Cajun Craze. So I've got my piece of card here to stamp on. And I'm going to start with this lovely big swirly fish type mythical thing. It's just a paisley pattern. So he goes about there. Lovely, that'll do. Okay, so what else do I have in Cajun Craze? So I'm actually going to build out from this one and then fill in the gaps rather than sort of head down there. So I think I'm going to do my navy ones next. I love this particular stamp. It's like a little sort of sunflower in the truest sense of the word. It looks like a sun and it looks like a flower. So I stamped this one off very slightly there. I think the navy's just beautiful. And that one was a little bit over there, like that. So I'm going to leave that one for now. Then I did this sort of curly Q type thing in Mint Macaron. That one's also off the side there. And I stamped this one in Delightful Dijon at the other end as well. So I'm going to put a little... I quite liked it because although it's not symmetrical, this card, by any stretch of the imagination, it pleased me to have them matching there. So, right then, oh, I've got 3 stamps on one block here, keeping them all out of the way. So I'm going to do the other sort of paisley fishy shape thing now. And he's sort of, nearly dropped it. He fits in there. Oh, very nice. Then I have this other, oh, knock the camera again. Other sort of circular one there. So that's going to be Delightful Dijon again. Although they're so intricate, these stamps, they just stamp so crisply on there. And I've done a sort of a pastel one, but with these bright colours, it's really lovely as well. And I've got the lovely flowery flower All flowers are flowery, obviously. Okay, so that was about there. I'm going to move it over a bit. Lovely. Then I've got the teeny tiny. Should have, there you go. This is my one of my absolute favourite things in Stampin' Up, this tiny block. I just love the way it feels in my hand. I've done that one in light of navy down here. Okay, so I am left with the sort of flower head on its own. I think, let's have a think. I've only really got one gap there, so that's going to have to be Delightful Dijon over there, I think. And there it is. But yeah, so if I was doing this as a set again, I'd have had 4 bits of paper and done, you know, them all each in turn. Right, I'm quickly going to close all my ink pads, because otherwise I'm liable to put my arm or the finished box or the finished card into one of them. There you are. So there's that. So really now it's just assembling this card. Oh, I've got my greeting to do as well. So I've actually used Thankful Thoughts set here. I just really like this really simple sort of handwritten thank you. I'm going to stamp that first, and because I'm using Delightful Dijon as my card blank, which way up is it? That way. I'm going to stamp in Delightful Dijon. There we are. Still in shot, that's good. Still getting used to making sure whether people can see things or not. And then I'm just going to pop this in here. Oop, to get my banner. There we are. Now the great thing about this is attaching the vellum is really quite easy, and I'm going to tell you why in a moment. So more fast fuse on here. I'm using fuse for this one because I already had it out to do the box. Normally I often use snail for putting my cards together, or Tombow. Usually whichever's within reach at the time I decide I want to make something. And then, yeah, so I'm going to pop my vellum over, but as we all know, adhering vellum to things is, you can see through it. So this is where this little banner comes into its own. So I'm going to stick my banner on, pop that in place. I'm going to have it lining up with that, I think. And then that gives me all of this space here. I can put my glue on. So the vellum's not closely attached to this card. It's just providing a bit of a sort of a sleeve, but it's not wrapped around. So just line that up. Oh. There you are. So I know my glue's in there. So there you have just one of the little note cards. So I didn't have any Cajun Craze card when I decided to make these. So at the moment I had 2 in mint macaron. And there you are. They go in their little pizza box. As a lovely little gift for somebody. I would make envelopes with the envelope or envelope punch board for these. And you see there's still room within this box to include the envelopes in there. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to keep notified of when I put new videos and things up. And you can see where to find me if you've been inspired and want to get your hands on some of the supplies as well. So thanks for watching as always, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.